Hi, Zobble1975, and today I'm bringing you a pretty self-explanatory video. I am just bringing you a look at my ships, my fleet. I've got nearly $1 billion in the bank, and this is the ships that I roll with. This is the start of, I'm going from cheapest to most expensive. So my little baby Eagle, my stripped out sort of speed machine, is the lowest rated ship for price. And so we start off there. It's only one of 3 non-Lakons in the entire fleet. Next up is my Diamondback Scout. This is the one with out an armor build. It's actually a shield tank build. Actually not bad shields for a Diamondback Scout. With a couple of boosters on there you can get the shields up to a reasonable level. And this is the ship I'm going to use as my Thargoid Hunter to start with. Just because it's quite disposable and cheap to replace. So when I die, and I'm saying when, it's not going to cost me the earth to replace it. Then we come to my passenger transport because Lakon Air is only about luxury, and so therefore we use a nice Type 6, which is, let's face it, the boxiest of boxes. But it's got a reasonable speed for a Type 6, and it's armoured. If you look at the armour value there, and I've got armour and internal armour, I need to upgrade the shields, but other than that it's fine. Then we come to my stealth ship, which is Evil, my Diamondback Scout. At the moment it's all fixed multi-cannons, but I might be putting some railguns back on there sooner or later when I get around to testing them for heat. But I love my little Diamondback Scout stealth ship. So that's Evil. As you see, she's not the fastest, she's a bit armoured, and I only got clean drives on there, not dirty. This is just with the heat. She can stay in stealth mode for a long time. Then we come to my ground attack vehicle. So this is my least engineered ship out of the lot. This is my keelback. I think it's only got one engineered part, and that's that beam laser. It is basically used for just bombing planets, and that's its only job, and it's an ugly thing. That's why it's called Lekka, named after my aging, disgusting old dog. And then we come to probably the most overpriced ship in my fleet, which is my Ass Scout. This was built purely for troll purposes. Beneath those 2 railguns it says 2 reverberating cascade mine launchers. It's a stealth ship. It's that hideous mine launching stealth ship troll build. I've tried it. It didn't work for me, but I've got to try it again. Now I've kind of got more of an idea of how to use the mines properly. I'm not going to use it very often, and I don't think I'm going to be using it at all. It is, to be honest, the Asp is really overcosted when you think it's just like a Cobra Mark III shitter. Then we come to my Asp Explorer. So we've got the Francis, which is my lightweight Explorer one, as you can see, 42 light year jump range, which can be improved if once I reduce the weight of some of the other modules. I've got to lightweight a few parts in her to get that up a little bit more, but considering I don't go anywhere, she's not had that much use. So when I do go exploring, I'm going to lightweight those parts up, and any long trips will be taken in the Francis. Or I'll just take my Type 7, depending on what mood I'm in, because let's face it, I went to the core in the Type 7. But anyway, then we come to one of my favourite ships, probably my second most used ship, which is the Edwini, my Armoured Asp. This is my fun go-to community goals and do the res hunting in, because it's much more fun than any of the other combat ships I've got. It's got 4 enforcer cannons, 2 medium multi-cannons, and shields that are about as strong as vultures, which, considering it's an Asp, I'm quite happy with. It does me really well. The speed's pretty decent, the shields are pretty decent. There's nothing amazing here, but it's pretty decent, and that's the thing, and it's fun. So I use this quite a lot. Then we come to my Type 7. I'm not going to spend too much time on my Type 7 because, let's face it, anyone who's seen me out and about in space has probably seen me in my Type 7. Still my favourite ship, still my go-to ship. The cargo space is a little low because it's got my ground vehicle and then my SRV. It's my all-purpose, I use all day, every day ship. Then we come to the 2 really expensive non-Lakons. We have the Clipper, which still doesn't suit me. The interior is too clean and crisp and nice, and it really doesn't suit my fleet. But it is a bloody good pirate ship, and I'd be hard pressed to find a better one. Maybe I'll switch to a Python at some point, because I've never really given the Python too much of a chance, because I'm biased against the Python because it was always better than the Type 7, and that meant I avoided it like the plague. Then we come to the Cutter, which is my other big PvE harvesting ship. Now, this is a fun ship in a lot of ways, and also the most boring ship in my fleet in another lot of ways. As soon as the Defender comes out, this thing's toast and I'm replacing it. But we'll have to see how the Defender's like. I will say it is huge. It is massive. I always think the Type 7 is the length of a football pitch, the Type 9 is the size of a football stadium, and this thing's longer and weirder. So anyway, that's really it for the details. I didn't, you can see all the stats on all of them, but my Type 9's parked somewhere else, and I really couldn't be bothered to go down and actually get you the stats for that one. But it's a non-engineered Type 9, it's used for mining. There's no surprises with it. I think it's got engineered shields on it. It's about the only thing, and they came off an old Clipper of mine. But it's a beautiful ship. It's the size of a football stadium. I just love the look of it. I love the feel of it. In Super Cruise, it's like an out-of-control Comet. It doesn't fly at all well. Just what you want. Anyway, that's all, and thank you very much for watching.